All right, let's talk about review marketing and what is review marketing. Basically, it's having a really clear understanding of how online reviews can impact you gaining new customers and clients to your business and providing a system and a process that will help you grow, monitor, and promote your reviews. So, why is it important to have some type of system in place? So the first piece of this is just how do consumers find and work with local businesses? So by far, the vast majority of individuals out there who are looking for uh, local businesses are doing research online. They are searching for you. They're looking at your reviews in particular to see if you're a trustworthy business, to see if they even want to reach out to you and make a phone call or take even the next step with you. So we know that's true, not just based on the research, just based on how we function as individuals in the world today. The other piece of this, when we talk about trust, is about how much consumers actually trust online reviews. So when we ask for a personal recommendation, it's not unusual to have implicit trust based on that recommendation. If someone says, you should use this plumber, you should use this chiropractor, then we go and we try that. We don't really question it that much. And for most consumers, 8 in 10, in fact, trust that online review as much as they trust that personal recommendation. So that is a considerable percentage of those that actually trust online reviews, and having that much trust in those online reviews makes it really significant for you to have a good plan in place for generating reviews. So what are the key points that we need to remember? So 3 things that we focus on: recency, frequency, and proximity. So things that people are considering when they're looking at reviews are, one factor is how recent. So if your reviews are 6 months old or 12 months old since you've had a review, then people are not going to trust that as much. So you need to be consistently getting new reviews so that you're recent. Frequency matters as well in terms of how well you're going to show up in search results. So if you get one review every 6 months, that's not a very frequent time frame. So having regular reviews on top of that. So recency and frequency really go together in terms of how recent and how frequent do you need to be to have a good reviews profile out there on the key review sites, so that your business is trusted, so that people will take the next step with you. And then the other thing we talk about is what we call proximity. So if you really want to show up in that search result and you want to find those clients that are really close to taking the next step, and creating that proximity, that closeness to them. And 2 things that really come into factor there, we call it Q squared, which is quality and quantity. So how good are the reviews out there in terms of star ratings, and what is the quality of the text that people are writing about you? And I'll share an example with you. And then also quantity. So along with the recency, frequency, proximity, and quantity, how many do you have compared to your competition, in particular, if you really want to compete well in general searches in that case. So recency, frequency, and proximity, which breaks down into the quantity and quality of your reviews. This is a good example of a senior care review, where it talks about activities, it talks about staff, it talks about meals. So these are the kind of reviews that you want to be getting for your business. All right, so if that's not enough to convince you, why do you need a plan for managing reviews? 2 really key factors. First of all, typically 90% of consumers read reviews. We've talked about that, but only 6% actually write reviews. So what that means is there's a pent-up demand for the reviews to be written. They're waiting to happen. And so part of our job is to have a system in place that will help in terms of getting the reviews that are positive reviews that our clients want to leave us, and put it in a system that's going to help them do that. The challenge is if you don't have some system for asking for positive reviews, then what can happen often, and we've seen this many times, the business just has negative reviews. Reviewers tend to be very motivated by emotion. And so typically when they're angry, they're going to go write a negative review because they're more motivated than by having a good positive experience with you. They're happy about it, but they're not motivated necessarily to go write a review about you. So that's part of the reason why you need to have a system in place. So what does our system entail? So there's 5 key elements to the Review Me marketing system. We have the funnel, we have monitoring, we have what's called the stream, reporting, and support. So a couple notes on each of these. The first thing we do is we create a custom landing page. We use a variety of domains. ReviewMeMarketing.com is the main domain. But if you have a specific niche or industry, we have things like real estate, chiropractor, healthcare, various different domains that we might use as the main domain. And then it's got a / and your business name. So this landing page can be sent via email. We can send emails on your behalf. We can do it via text messaging. It's mobile friendly. There's a variety of ways that you can get access to this. We have a way that you can add people in yourself. We can set up a kiosk type situation where people can fill in their own information. So a number of ways to get people to this landing page to leave your review. So when they click on any of the stars, they're going to get the option then to go to the key review sites and leave you a review. So this is the first step in making it simple and making it easy for your prospects, for your clients to be able to write you a review. And then, of course, we're going to monitor those key sites. So the major ones, of course, Facebook, Google, and Yelp. These are a handful of the directory sites. Any particular sites that you happen to be on, though, we are going to monitor those sites and also help direct people to those sites if we feel like those are important sites for you to get reviews on right now. And then the review stream. So this is all the great reviews that you have. We add some code to your website, which then allows for all the reviews to be pulled in and streamed to the website. So this is a live streaming. Every day we go out and we check for reviews, and any new reviews will automatically get added to the website. That way that page is always up to date. And that can become a real key tool in your marketing to let people know that, yeah, we think we're great, but go to our website and check out all our great reviews that we have on our website. And then, of course, reporting. So we provide a monthly report that shows you what's going on, how many reviews you have, what's your overall rating, what site are those reviews on, what are some of the recent reviews that you've had as well, so that you can really get a good idea of what's going on with your reviews. And then, of course, we're here to help you. So Review Me Marketing has our review coaches standing by to support you in the event that something comes in that maybe is a negative review and you need help in responding to that, or anything else that may come up, or need ideas on how to get more reviews. We can walk you through that process and help support you in that as well. So this picture reminds me of a story, and it really comes down to trust. I remember as a young boy, 8 or 9 years old, my dad took me to work with him to downtown Denver on a weekend. He was a computer programmer. And I remember walking from the car to the building and just looking up and seeing all these tall buildings. And it was just kind of overwhelming. It was hard for me to keep up. He was walking so fast. So he reached down his hand and grabbed my hand so he could pull me along with him as we walked. And what I really remember about that is just how much I trusted him. I knew that I was safe. I knew that everything was okay. And so building our reviews and having a really good review profile out there is just a way to help our customers trust us enough to take the next step with us. And plus, if I need to use a car wash, I'd like to know that their vacuums actually do suck. So let us know if you have more questions. Happy to discuss and talk anything reviews with you.